friends! Today I wanted to inspire you to start mending. I'm sure you know the benefits, so let's get started. Over time, I accumulated a decent pile of pieces that really just need a small fix. To start, I love this knitted skirt, but it had a small hole in the side seam, so I simply turned it inside out and sewed the seam back together, and I tried to pick a yarn that was the closest color, which just ended up being black. The story behind this dress is actually a little funny. Ryan and I were just about to leave for our anniversary camping trip, and my mom said, "Oh, you're gonna wear that?" And at first I was like, wow, that's rude. But what she meant was that there was a giant hole in the back, just, displaying my butt for everyone to see. I did have like a bathing suit or something underneath, so I just didn't notice. But anyways, this was a super simple fix again. I turned it inside out and sewed the seam back together, but I used my sewing machine for this one so there wouldn't be any future wardrobe malfunctions. Now I'd like to do a little intermission to show off some of the lovely pieces that I found at the Toronto Vintage Clothing Show. Shopping secondhand or vintage is a great way to reduce your impact when you want to add a new piece to your wardrobe. It was such a fun event. There were so many different styles and so many friendly, welcoming shopkeepers. I definitely got my long skirt fix, and these blue pieces will be perfect for performing with my band Clearance. Now I've mended the button on this jean skirt about a gazillion times, but it just never seems to stay. And somehow I've never lost the button, which is great. So this time I actually looked up a tutorial to try and do it properly instead of just blindly stitching it on. Let me know how long you think this will last. For this dress, the straps were starting to come apart, and it was sewn in a way where you don't see the stitch marks? And it was sewn in a way where you don't see any stitches, but I decided to save myself the hassle and just top stitch it on, making the stitches visible, since it would only be a small amount you wouldn't see unless you're close up. And again, trying to pick a thread that was as close to the color as possible. This skirt I thrifted at a store in Toronto and I absolutely love it, but what I don't love is how long the belt loops are. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. So I ripped the stitches out on the top of the loop and then readjusted the size, making sure that I could still fit my biggest belt that I had, and then I sewed it back on. And I decided to do this by hand so that I could hide the stitches and not interfere with how the band looked. For this cozy sweater, super windy, just had a small hole in the side of the sleeve, so again I simply turned it inside out and sewed the seam back together again. This pink sweater is so romantic, but the loose thread right in the middle of the sweater really kills the vibe. I took one of my smaller crochet hooks and pulled the thread through to the inside of the sweater, and then I simply weaved it through a couple stitches, making sure that it would stay in place. As you can see, many of these mending projects were super simple and quick to do, so I hope this inspires you to rethink some of your items that could use some TLC. A little update for you for the channel: I'm hoping to share some more videos with you soon. One of them I'm really excited for is a project I actually filmed last year, and another one is a super cute crochet tutorial, so stay tuned for those. If you're new to Poppy's Mix, we go on adventures together, learning and creating artwork inspired by the natural world. Be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to join this creative community. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.